long coaching journey in a lot of different places. How has that prepared you for, being at Houston in a Power 5 conference?
You learn something every step along the way, and but you got to approach each school you go to differently, and accent their strengths and try to find out what the weaknesses are and change those weaknesses. But I've just been so impressed with the University of Houston and what they've done with the school. I mentioned it, Tier 1 academic institution. I think 20 years ago, Houston might have had 500 people living on campus. We got over 8,000 students living on campus now. And you've seen what Coach Sampson did with the men's basketball program. So they've shown that you can get it done at the highest level at the University of Houston.
What have the Bell brothers brought?
Those guys are real special to me. Brian was a great player for me at Sam Houston State, and it helped us win a ton of ball games there. And then I've known Sean because of Brian and know their father well. He's a great coach at China Spring High School. And, those guys are what you're looking for in a coach. They're real good people, and they're very smart, and they're excellent recruiters, and they can coach technique and fundamentals, but they also are great schematically. So they're the total package.
Coach, last time you played in Norman, Oklahoma, pretty wild game with
yeah, we got beat. We were close. Yeah.
Can you talk about what it's like going back there? And also, do you know Coach Venables at all?
I've met him a few times. I don't know him well, but they've always had just such a great program. We played him a few times at Tulane, and it's going to be a dogfight. We're going to have to go in there and play great, and we're going to have an opportunity to win.
You come to Cincinnati, but that's somewhere where you yourself, you've had some success.
Yeah, we played our last game there at Tulane, and we got a chance to win and, play in the conference championship the next week. But, a lot of respect for the Bearcats and what they've done there. They've built a heck of a program. And Coach Satterfield, he's done it a lot of different places, and I'm sure he'll get those guys exactly where he wants to have them.
Coach, you've been all over the coaching spectrum from high school, the state of Texas, all the way to JUCO, 4 years. Just talk about what going through that experience, how that's got you to.
I've just loved every place I've coached at. I really have, and I'm blessed to be the head coach at the University of Houston. But if I would have stayed at Willis High School or Blinn Junior College, I'd have been as happy as I could possibly be. I loved each and every one of those places, and so did my wife and kids. And it's been an unbelievable journey, and I'm just very, very fortunate that I was at all those great places.
I know China football hasn't even been played yet, but as being a power conference coach, has that been any different, or what do you expect?
Oh, I don't know how different it is, but it was one of my goals. I wanted to coach at the highest level of collegiate football. That's why I took this job.
Does it get you in more living rooms?
Yeah, I really feel like, when we finish our football operations center, which is going to be in the next 9 or 10 months, we'll have the best facilities, I think in the state of Texas. I really do. 161,000 square feet, $161 million. So it's going to be outstanding. We've got a great indoor. We've got a great outdoor practice fields, great stadium. I think the one thing that Houston was lacking was the league, and that was what, kept them from getting some of the players that they should have gotten, possibly. And I also think kids are happier being a little closer to home. Our footprint's going to be, extended from the Houston metropolitan area.
To piggyback off that, Coach, obviously recruiting is tough, and Texas being, another hotbed. Coach Malzahn said Florida the same way. But when you get expansion and growth in a conference, because sometimes players will see, this team's going to be playing here anyway. How much more challenging does that make it recruiting? Get some of these players in Texas that might think of, maybe Colorado or Utah or Arizona State.
I don't know. I just, one of the things that happened for us at Tulane was we had a bunch of kids from New Orleans who went to faraway destinations, thought the grass was greener, and figured out it was only green. They all came back home and played for me there. I think the same thing's going to happen at Houston. I think some of these kids that maybe go to faraway destinations are going to figure out, I can play big-time football with great facilities and great academic institution. I can do it at home.
Coach, for you, what are qualities go into having a good, strong athletic director?
Oh, I think there's a lot of different things. You know, they talk about two things. You know, hiring coaches, that's one, and raising money, that's two. In this day and age, it might be the opposite. It might be raising money one, hiring coaches two. But you know, I've worked for a lot of different ADs, and all of them have been great in their own right. You know, so there's a lot of characteristics you're looking for in an AD.
Coach, you're going to be playing UNLV this year. What
Yes.
do you know about the program? And then also your quarterback, Donovan Smith, is from Las Vegas.
Yes,
That's
played
an
at Gorman
important
High
game,
School.
I'm sure for him.
Yeah, Barry called me up and asked if I went to the rodeo one night, Houston, and he was going to see if I was going to ride a bucking bronco or whatever. I said, not after what I saw happen to you. Barry does a great job. I know him from Missouri. I was at University of Central Missouri, and he was at Mizzou, and he also was a high school coach there at Rockbridge High School. So he does a tremendous job. They had a great year last year. You know, won 9 ball games, and it's going to be a heck of an opening test for us without question.